Hi, I'm back with my third episode of The House That Fam Built. I was trying to think about what should I talk about in this concerning family or familial and generational curses, and I always play it by ear, uh, in tune with what the Holy Spirit has for me to say. So I think for today, I want to focus on how to break it because I think if we've done the steps that we put in place, then we do understand that or recognize that it's there, the problem, the issue, the vice, the habit. So now, more importantly, how do you break it? How do you get away from the thing that has bound you, your ancestors, your family members? Even you could see sometimes even in your children, or even in some of the choices that you pick for a person to be in a relationship with. How do you break that cycle? And that's one where you learn to really call on the Lord and not just say, oh God, just take this out of me. God, take it out of me and put measures in place for me, like a state of accountability. When I see this thing springing up, I'll be aware of it. And that's going to require you to be in tune to the Holy Spirit. I'll be aware of it and I'll be able to understand that it's happening. Because much like habits, it can almost be like breathing. We do it before we know it. One of the things, even another testimony of mine that I had to work on, was about maybe I've always been distrustful of people that lie. And because I know a person that told a lot of lies and created a lot of disappointment in my childhood, for me, I wanted to do the complete opposite. So I became someone that was brutally honest, you know. And it wasn't like, oh, I'm going to just bash somebody over the head, but it was like I I didn't understand that the message can get lost in the delivery. And I was like, oh, I don't never want to be like that person who set the example for lying or not keeping their word. So I'm going to be the opposite. I'm just going to tell people straight out, if you ask me if this is food is good, I don't like it, and I didn't learn till later, you know, um, the true power of delivery, that there's a difference between criticism and constructive criticism. There's a difference between honesty and brutal honesty. And I didn't understand that brutal honesty is connected to brutality. And I had to learn that. No, I wasn't going around saying the most harsh things to people because I was always still basically a kind and generous and sweet person. But I let the fear or the anxiety or the worry that I might not be, or that I would become dishonest or not as forthright. And I let that inhabit me. So it kind of it put me um, out of my natural state. With my natural state is not someone that's really nice. I am a nice person, but my natural state is kind. I'm a very kind person. And, I had to navigate, okay, how do I break the generational curse of someone that was in my life, my parent who was very dishonest? Okay, mine was hit it over the head with honesty. And that wasn't God's way. God's way was, no, 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 no. You can be honest and you can still have kindness. And then I mastered that. And then he started teaching me the higher form of honesty is forthrightness. And now, forthrightness is not something that you have to offer anyone every day, but forthrightness clears confusion. And so I had to learn how to be forthright. And excuse me if I just went to the dentist. I have a little numbing going on. So if you notice nothing's happening here. Yeah, I'm not stroking out. I'm just getting over the numbing cream that they put on there. I had some dental work. Well, it's been ongoing, but back to breaking generational curses. I had to learn how to temper honesty with discernment. Because if you see something going on with me that requires you to be honest with me, I definitely want the honesty, but please use the discernment, because I could be in a state of something just horrible happening to me. I could have just had a spouse been unfaithful to me or got bad news about a job or something. So that for me, just dovetailing it all back, that for me was a part of breaking the generational curse and cleaning my house, was just making sure that I was as honest, upfront, and forthright as I could be. And that was only there because I saw the pathology of a person that was around me. So we'll end it there.